Today we're gonna go over where I would park my cash for my business, and we're gonna go over a compilation of 5 best business checking accounts for 2026. Because the truth is that many traditional banks out there are draining thousands from small businesses every single year through hidden fees, minimum balances, and charges that add up silently. Now, most business owners never switch because they think that all banks work the same way. And the truth is that many of them are losing money every single month just for parking their cash somewhere. So I'll research 5 accounts that are going to flip this entire model on its head. And of course, we're also going to be talking about the one that I personally use and have an account with. Now, to give you full transparency here, of course, as always, the accounts that I'll be sharing here with you are fintechs. That is, these are financial organizations that have partnership with banks, and the banks are the ones to provide all of the heavy lifting when it comes to credits, debits, and they provide also the insurance. Now, the reason why personally I like fintechs when it comes to business banking is because they help you avoid the fees that end up eating on the bottom line of many small business owners. And when every dollar counts, that makes a big difference in my personal opinion. And by the way, if any of the following options I'll be discussing in this video are for you, make sure that you sign up with the link in the description. They do support the channel and they keep motivated to keep making these helpful and insightful videos for you. So, with that being said, let's go over number one here. And this is the all arounder that actually pays you. And this is going to be Bluevine. Now, Bluevine is the one that I personally have an account with. And Bluevine eliminates the fees that drain most businesses while offering features that scale as you grow. Now, they have zero fees, zero monthly fees, zero minimum balance. And that right there can be up to $500 saved compared to traditional banks. Also, you can earn interest up to 3.25% on checking balances, and it's also protected again through a partner bank up to $3 million. And the really cool thing about this account is it gives you unlimited transactions and sub accounts for organizing taxes, payroll, and expenses. And the catch with this account is that the high interest rates are locked behind paid plans that range between $30 all the way to $300 a month. But the standard one that I use is free for most businesses. So here's a couple of details from our partners at money.com on Bluevine. And of course, also you have the business checking account that gets you more for your money. And this is from the website itself. So it must have just gone down to 3.0 APY. It's only a 0.25% difference. But hey, that right there at the end of the day, it's a high interest that many banks out there don't pay you for your business checking account. Now, with that being said, here is Mercury, which is built for startups moving fast. Now, Mercury is another fintech and it's designed for founders raising capital, scaling teams, and managing complexity from day one. So, if you are somebody that is moving quickly and dealing with investors, Mercury could be a great option because it can keep up with your pace. So, here's a couple of the main features they offer. They give you instant credit access. They give you credit cards on day one with 1.2, 1.5% cashback. Also, they give you treasury yields, which means Mercury Treasury earns up to 3.93% yield on idle cash via JP Morgan portfolios. Also, advanced operations because it allows you to have bill pay with multi layer approvals, Slack integration, and duplicate detection. And also, they provide you with fast payments, free USD wires, and instant payments approvals that keep operations smooth. But if you're a solopreneur, Mercury's power is completely wasted on you. So if you are somebody that has a startup that is talking to a lot of investors, then this could be a great option. But if you are a perhaps a content creator, maybe you're doing things on your own, you don't have really a team, you're not dealing with many people, then hey, this could be almost like using a sledgehammer to kill a fly, right? So it can be a little too powerful for your own needs. So here's a couple of features, of course, from Mercury, from our partners at money.com, and also here from the website itself on the features that they offer. And with that being said, let's go on to the next option we got here, and that is found. Now, this is when taxes handled automatically. So, as a business owner, I completely understand how taxes can be a little bit intimidating and can be a little cumbersome. It's like, oh my God, I forgot to pay my taxes. And I've been on that road a couple of times at this point. And I'm like, oh crap, I need to like put money aside for taxes. Now, Found eliminates the number one stress point for freelancers, and that is tax chaos and messy bookkeeping Found simplifies everything so you can focus on doing the work, not managing the money. So here's a couple of features that this organization offers. It calculates your estimated tax bill in real time and auto saves for taxes. That's awesome. I want to sign up for this one. You pay quarterly taxes directly from the app, no IRS portal nightmares. Auto recategorization makes write offs effortless, no shoebox of receipts, and also virtual cards and custom pockets organize income expenses and personal draws. So what Found doesn't have is high yield savings, credit cards, or investor tools, and that's by design. Now, if you're somebody that is reinvesting the money, then this may not be that applicable to you. But if you're somebody that already has an emergency savings for your business and whatnot, then of course you want the high interest because you don't want the money to be beat by inflation. So, with that being said, here's a couple of features from our partners on money.com. It's the number one choice they're offer. And with that said, of course, also here is from the website itself a couple of features they offer and how their business model works for us, the customers. Actually, I really like this one a lot. Now, let's go into Lilly. Now, here's where you can earn up to 4% APY on your cash. Now, Lilly pays the highest interest rates of any business checking account that I've identified while keeping banking simple. So, if you're holding healthy cash reserves, then Lilly pays you significantly more than any competitor. Now, one thing that I can mention here is that just like how in your personal finances, you don't just have one account, right? You have a spending and then you have a high yield savings on the side. It's the same thing that you could be doing with your business. You don't have to have everything in one place. If you want, of course, if you make things simple, then that's for you. But one thing that also could be very useful is having one spending account and then having another one where you can keep your high yield savings for your business. And I'm thinking about this because very well I could, if I had a lot of cash reserves for my business, use Found for my everyday banking and taxes and handle all the stuff, which seems like also like very, very helpful. And on the other hand, I could also use Lilly for the high interest option that they have, which to me sounds very appealing. So they have a premium APY on balances over 500,000. Of course, this is very like this is the caveat, right? Like over 500,000. They also have a standard APY up to $500,000 balance. So that's still right there. It's 2.5% is actually really good. And they also have a basic plan with no monthly fees. So a couple of other features, they have credit building, they have complete tools, accounting, tax tools, and live support 7 days a week. And it's also international wires available for expanding your business. So the caveat or the catch with this one is that the premium features require paid plans of $18 to $30 a month. So it's best for established businesses with $50,000 or more in their checking account. Let me know what you think so far and which one is for you so far, of course. Now, here's a couple of features from the website and from our partners at money.com. Now, let's go over one that I've heard creators and many YouTube business owners talk about, and that is Novo. They help you with free banking and zero complexity. Novo strips away everything except what a new business owner actually needs to get started. Novo is banking at its most basic and does exactly what many beginners need. Now, Novo is completely free, zero fees on everything, ACH transactions, that is from bank to bank, mobile deposits, invoicing, budgeting tools, seamless integration with Square, Stripe, and QuickBooks for seamless tracking. Also, smart savings, auto save reserves for taxes or big purchases without thinking about it. And what it doesn't offer is interest on balances, credit cards, or expanded FDIC coverage beyond the $250,000. Now, here is very simple what Novo offers. And here's, of course, a little bit more insight into what they have available based on their own website. Now, the key, of course, the best account is going to depend entirely on your business model, your growth stage, and your financial priorities. So pick based on where you are right now. So for freelancers and solo operators like myself, it could be something like Found. That's why I found it actually very, very appealing. If you're a small business that is a little bit more established, Bluevine could be a good option. And for startups raising capital, Mercury is built for speed and tech companies. And if you're already established with a lot of cash reserves, then Lilly could be a great option for you. So, with that being said, open an account in under 10 minutes. There's no credit check required, no paperwork or appointments. So, pick one and get started. Make sure that you sign up with the links in the description and stop bleeding money to your bank. And by the way, if your finances feel messy just beyond banking, I can help you with that too. The right bank account fixes one piece of the puzzle, but if your cash flow, budgeting, or financial system feels chaotic, there's more work to do. So, I do offer one on one private financial certainty reset calls where we go in 30 minutes to help you get clarity on your business finances. We'll map out what's working, what's broken, and what to fix first. It's not a sales pitch. There's no pressure, just actionable steps that are going to help you save time and avoid headaches in the future. Your business deserves better than what traditional banking offers, and now you know exactly where to go. So, if you want a clear financial plan beyond just picking a bank, there's going to be a link in the description where you can learn more. So, with that being said, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.